We have some more Poke Power Box stupidity to talk about today. I'm gonna need a Red Bull. Because I'm running on like 3 hours of sleep right now. Because of this little girl right here. Yes, this is Bellatrix, y'all. She's amazing, but I have no sleep. I honestly didn't think this situation could blatantly get worse than it already was, because they were using PokeRev's face to promote their products after he had specifically asked them not to do that nicely. 2 years later, they do it again. That would be like me coming out with some new shoes and putting LeBron James's face in the advertisement after he asked me to stop for a second time. Instead of owning up to it after all the videos came out and all this controversy, and after PokeRev and them spoke about it, they sent out an email trying to excuse it. The owner of the company basically tried to blame somebody else at the company, the marketing manager, and it's a whole bunch of baloney. If you didn't see part 1, I already covered everything that this company is doing. Make sure y'all go check out that one, or you can check out Opossum's video. He dropped a great video on it, and Rock Sandy also dropped a great video on it. I'll leave the descriptions of all those. I'll leave the links of all those videos in the description of this video. Here's the email they sent out. Again, I know it was nitpicking, but I just thought it was fucking hilarious how in the first video I called them out for their grammar and being unprofessional and like super serious and important messages or DMs or emails they were sending out. And well, this is a very, very important email as it's covering the controversy of everything going on. And the first thing I noticed was a freaking grammatical error. How do you spell a word wrong? It takes fucking 2 seconds to reread that email and see that. There's only like 40 words in the email. How do you get that wrong? Like, this email is of extreme importance. Here's all the people who have talked about him. Rev has now come out and said something. Volt, CTR, Opossum, Rock Sandy, myself. I'm sure there's tons of other people in the community who have talked like poorly about this company for being scummy and scammy and lying and, you know, all that stuff. How do you misspell a word? I know it's like, it's not the biggest thing. It's just a misspelled word, right? But it's just like, reread the fucking email. It's an important email, and your whole excuse is a marketing manager and y'all can't get the email down? That's step 1, bro. That's not the problem we're talking about in today's video. I was just like, what the fuck is happening when I saw that? It has come to our attention this morning that a Google ad was running through our account with PokeRev's image and video cover. We did not knowingly run this ad. We recently hired... Okay, stop right there. What the fuck do you mean you did not knowingly run this ad? If y'all don't know how ads work on YouTube, you go through Google to run the ad. You have to manually go through a long process to start the ad. I've run ads myself on like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, everything, right? It is not a simple process to set up an ad or to start running it, or even if this ad was already set up, you still have to go in there and manually click a few buttons to confirm that you want to start running the ad again. And even once you do that, you have to select like dates and times to run the ads and everything like that. What do you mean you didn't knowingly run this ad? They said, we recently hired a new marketing manager and he inadvertently published the ad without our knowledge. I was talking to some people behind the scenes about this, and we were talking about how like you could probably just click and repost the ad that was already made, because the picture was the same one that they used from before. The only difference is that this time, instead of the one they used 2 years ago when it was a problem in the first place, this time it was actually linked to PokeRev's account somehow. That goes to show that this ad was actually changed. Even if they just replayed the ad, it still takes a few clicks and setting up the dates and times and stuff, but this ad was changed. So they had to go into the ad, edit the advertisement, somehow get it linked to PokeRev's account. This is 100% manually done. Like, there's way too many steps, and the owner is obviously sending this email. So why is there not a check of like, hey, you know, we're about to spend a ton of money on this advertisement. Let's make sure everything's good first. And I just can't see you hiring a new market manager that's literally going to use PokeRev's face and not ask anybody at the company for permission. It's a load of baloney. Please receive our deepest apologies. We would never knowingly run an ad without a creator's permission. That's fucking weird because you've done it before, buddy. This is not your first rodeo. This was a mistake from our independent hired marketer and not us. I mean, this guy is throwing blame at literally everybody else that he can. Wow. Talk about not taking responsibility for your actions. That's crazy. We will be posting a message from him. So basically the owner is probably going to write him up a message and say that you have to post this or you're not going to be working here anymore. That would be what I think is going on. Really, really, really poor, like the worst possible fucking excuses I think that you could have come up with this. Let's just even say that's what actually happened. Let's say there wasn't a damn lie told in that email that was sent out. In a perfect world, that's actually what happened. I still think it would have just been more professional to come out and say sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, just send out an email and say, we're absolutely sorry. We won't do it again. That's that. Please trust in us as a company again. I'm just saying, like, as a business, I think that would have been the most professional thing to do. Instead, they came up here making all these excuses. I think they're telling lies throughout the whole email. He's blaming others at his company. This guy sucks, dude. This guy actually sucks. And now the biggest BS that I want to call out, which I kind of touched on in the last video, but now I have some more evidence on this, is that I don't think this is a company at all. I think it's a one-man show, which is what I said in the last video. And if anything, it might be some friends with them helping out. They told Tyler, PokeThrills Tyler, from our first video, that they had several employees working there. Then he himself said in a DM that there was 2 employees working there, meaning there was 3 altogether. And that would mean that the owner is writing all of the DMs that we saw from the previous video. Then here's another email somebody sent me. I'm not going to say their name because I don't know if they want their name said. But somebody sent me this email, and it shows from the PokePower team that they're now stating 2 people work there. It's a 2-man show. And yes, somebody could have got hired or somebody could have got fired or this and that. But everywhere I look, I only see the owner writing messages. And the whole employee situation just seems extremely sketchy to me. And like I said before, I am willing to bet that it is one hothead who's running this entire thing. If anything more, he maybe has 1 or 2 buddies that are just like local friends that help out behind the scenes. But to go in an email and lay blame and excuses with a marketing manager is so bullshit. Like, that's so BS, bro. If there was a marketing manager, the marketing manager would 110% have been the one to send out this email, yet it was in the words of the owner. Also, if there was a marketing manager, grammar would 110% be double and triple checked before sending out an email like this. Get the fuck out of here with a marketing manager. After I posted my video the other day, they blocked me on Instagram. They blocked me on TikTok. They blocked me everywhere you could possibly block me just for me posting that video the other day. I know CTR has also been, he's spoken of being blocked by these people. I don't know for sure, but my guess would be that Opossum and Rock and all them are probably blocked as well. This dude's a hothead, man. He's a scummy, scammy, lying, unprofessional, grammatically incorrect, period, business owner. I kind of been making jokes about it throughout this video, but the reason I'm making this video is because this company sucks. I would highly, highly recommend that you do not shop there and you tell as many people as you possibly can to not shop with this company. Everything they've done, everything that I've seen them do is absolutely scummy. And it's just a whole bunch of BS they're feeding everybody. And I don't like them. I don't like them at all. So I wanted to make a follow-up video because that email they put out was a whole bunch of baloney. Appreciate y'all watching. If you want to see me get the dog, go watch this video right here. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
You who got their dollars up. Me who losing followers. You who took care of all of us. Me who could we never trust. You